to get the right.
Show them all that snow.
Yeah.
So better?
Paul, check out all the snow we have. Look at my mom.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. Karen, that's crazy.
And you guys have palm trees.
Yeah, we got palm trees.
I'm jealous.
Anybody want to see my friend here?
Born here.
Hey, Carol.
Hi. So I'm grandparenting today, so I'm going to, might have to mute once in a while.
Oh, you're okay.
There's the little pumpkin. Where can you see the little pumpkin?
Aww.
Where is she? You see her?
Hi, Sophie.
She's not feeling good. She's got a terrible cold. Say hi,
Oh,
Sophie.
no.
Say hi.
It's going around.
Yeah, so you sound better, hon. Yeah,
Me?
you sound much better.
I'm better. Not 100%, but I'm better.
She thinks you're her mother.
Oh, well, I'm somebody's mother.
Well, she was talking to Lauren a few minutes ago.
Aww.
Hey, Karen.
Well, I guess
I want to say hi to Vanessa quick when she jumps on, and then I have another appointment to go to Paul and Lynette at 2:30. We have a big meeting tonight, but then
Yes.
you guys go ahead and take over. I just want to say hi to Vanessa on Zoom. Hi, Gary.
And
Hey,
there's
Gary.
Paul. Hi, Paul.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
Paul.
love Paul.
Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Gary was enrolled by you, Patty?
Hello.
Me?
Who's that?
You enrolled Gary?
I heard somebody. Hi. Oh my goodness.
Saying hello.
Hello.
What's his name?
Noah.
Noah. Oh my goodness.
He's about to go to bed as well after he's had a supper.
Say hi.
Say hiya.
Hello.
Hi, Pinky.
Good boy, aren't you? You're going to get in your high chair.
So,
Get in your high chair then.
okay, guys. Well, it was nice to see you all. I have another meeting, but Paul and Lynette are going to step in.
Okay.
We'll have to Zoom soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Holly.
Oh, there's
Holly.
Vanessa. Bye.
So glad everybody could jump on here, and I'm seeing quite a few new faces, which is a beautiful thing.
Vanessa's
So-
on.
Yeah. There's Vanessa.
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, I can
Hi,
hear you, but I still
Vanessa.
can't see you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear her.
Okay, my cousin Suzanne isn't going to be on tonight, but she wants to record it. Is that possible?
There you are, V. Hey! Wow!
I don't want it on big screen.
Do you want to go over there?
I'll save it.
What I would do.
Outside.
Okay.
Outside, out of mind.
Karen, have you dyed your hair?
Are we recording this, Lynette? I have about six or seven other people that they were just either at work. Well, I know 3 of them at work. One's at kickboxing, one's they're all over. So
I'm recording it. I have no idea what to do with it after, though.
Oh, you'll download it it'll automatically down to your computer, Karen, and then you can upload it to YouTube.
Yep.
So we'll keep this training short. That way, it's not so painful when they rewatch it.
Sure, we'll have
So-
everyone anyway. Sure. We just want to get to know everybody also, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So it's high noon over here, and I know that it's 7 p.m. Across the pond.
Yep.
So that's it's kind of cool that this keeps getting bigger and bigger and more worldwide. So it's a beautiful thing to see people catching the vision and really kind of harnessing what Isagenix has to offer. But I guess just to start right off the bat, if you guys wouldn't mind, we'll just quick share just kind of a little bit of background about us and our story real quick with Isagenix, and then of course we'll cover a couple points and then answer some questions you may have. So we've been in Isagenix just under 3 years, and it's really kind of changed every aspect of our life. And
well, first off, my name is Lynette.
yes, it's been a huge blessing, and my name is Paul. I know that there's another Paul on the line as well, so so this will be fun. And and yeah, like I said, we've been with Isagenix just under 3 years, and it's changed our lives physically and financially. It's changed thousands of other lives since we jumped on board, and we've seen the culture of this company literally transform hundreds of thousands of lives over the years, and it's not stopping. In fact, it's getting better as we go. So
yeah. So please give yourself a round of applause or pat on the back and just say it is the best time to get involved with Isagenix. And if you've ever had any hesitations about what company to get involved with, it's the health and wellness industry. That's what Isagenix is, and you're at the right time, the right place, with the right not only company, with the right products, with the right team, the right support, the right co-founders of Isagenix. And we can't say enough about the integrity behind this company. Paul and I found Isagenix a little less than 3 years ago, and then Holly, who just jumped off just a second ago, found me on the internet, found me on Facebook, and we connected, and then it really exploded. It went from Karen to Patty to Carol. It just exploded in Canada. And then now we're going into the UK, and it's just a matter of just making those authentic connections online. It's literally just one person away from going international. It just, when you think about it that way, it's mind-blowing how Paul and I, just in little bitty Phoenix, Arizona, connected with a huge network in Canada. Now we're going into the UK, and we can go into Singapore, Malaysia, we can go into Indonesia. So it's phenomenal. But let's kind of tell you a little bit about our background. I was in a naturopathic medical school, and I left my 3rd year because not only was I just tired of being in school, I was kind of, I was structured to go to school. I was kind of, bamboozled, if you will, to continue to go to school and get the highest education and get the most, I had so much student loan debt behind me, and I just lost my passion in life. I lost something within me about finding something that I truly loved. And although I really loved medicine, it didn't light my soul on fire like Isagenix did. I actually said no to Isagenix for about 2 years. The lady that thought that I'd be great at Isagenix actually works for corporate. She actually works at corporate headquarters in Isagenix. And so she kept sending me products to my house, and I didn't want anything to do with them. So when I started to date Big Paul, if y'all don't know about his big arms, he's huge. We call him Big Paul. And when I started to date him, he came over to my house and he said, "Lynette, I'm hungry." And I said, "Well, babe, I got a refrigerator full of food and I got some stuff in the pantry. Have at it." So when he opened up the pantry, I had all of these Isagenix products just sitting in my pantry, like literally 20 canisters of the protein sitting there. And he said, "Babe, this is really good stuff. Why aren't you drinking this?" And I said, "I didn't know it was any good. I just didn't know." And that was just lack of educating myself. It was just not wanting, maybe just bad timing. But it was Paul, it was me trusting Paul and what he knew about nutrition and about supplements. It opened up my eyes and opened up my heart, and I took a closer look at what Isagenix was about.
So that was kind of where it all started. And right off the bat, when I saw that the products were legit, because I'd been in the nutraceutical industry, the nutritional food industry for almost 20 years at that point. Just knowing the background, knowing where things come from, knowing the quality of products and different things, I was always looking for something that would not only step up my performance, but also would really be kind of that that go-to product line that would take people wherever they're at and give them the result that they're looking for. If somebody wants to put on 50 pounds of lean muscle, it can do it. But it can do it. You can also help another person lose 100 pounds of body fat with the same products, just different routines in their day. And that's sure enough what we found with Isagenix, is that it'll work for everybody across the board with whatever their goal is. And now I know that you guys are actually coming in at a special time. This is a pre-launch scenario. This is a time where you guys get to partake in the culture. You get to partake in the team building part of it and really kind of create the momentum before anything even launches, before it's even available for you guys. So this is probably the key moment in time that if you were going to take advantage of something like this, not only from that product standpoint, but from the business standpoint, it's a no-brainer. It's game over. It's a win for everyone because of the momentum behind what's really happening. When Isagenix goes into a new country, they set up the corporate team. They set up a corporate headquarters. They set up the distribution. They set up everything that's needed as if it's been there all along. Almost a seamless transition into a new country.
And let me add in, it's most companies are virtual companies. Isagenix has the strong infrastructure, and what I mean by that, it's a physical location in the UK, in London.
Yep.
So when you take a look at certain companies, do they have the infrastructure to carry out the success of that company in that country, in that location? And that's what sets Isagenix apart from any other country. I mean, any other company. It's what they do, infrastructure, what they do with their corporate staff, with the corporate team, everybody to make sure that you are successful where you're at. Because Paul and I's success should be duplicated in the UK. It should be duplicated in Singapore. It should be duplicated in Indonesia. And we know for a fact that 100% certainty that Isagenix has our back, and they will have your back also. So
that being said, I know that this is an interesting time in jumping in Isagenix because, yes, it's all about to be available, but it's not yet. So where do we go from here, and what do we do with that, and what kind of opportunity are you holding on to? Like, you're kind of like sitting literally at the front door of a gold mine, and as soon as they open the doors, it's going to be game over. So that could be both a product transformation, health challenges maybe that you've been dealing with for months, years, decades. I mean, it's we can never claim that Isagenix, prevents, treats, or cures anything, but we do know that when the body gets what it needs nutritionally, that it becomes the miracle that it's designed to be. And I think we can all agree on that. But when you're looking at a company, you want to kind of evaluate things. Okay, what do I have and what does it mean, right? So what do I have? Number one, the company. You always want to look at the company, the background of the company. What is that about? Isagenix. Been around for 14 years now. It does almost $1 billion a year. This year it probably hit well over $1 billion. They have an enormous product line relative to other companies out there that are all top notch, and they support each other in the results department. So you're looking at the co-founders. You're looking at the formulations. These kind of things are important, and we've looked at this company. Anybody can see we have the best formulator with the best formulas and the best corporate team backed up by people with experience in this industry, and that's a check mark off the box, right? So what's the next thing? The product line. The products must be consumable, right, in this industry. But now, if they're unique, right, it's a bonus, right? But if they're emotional, meaning if they cause a physical and emotional transformation, then that's a home run. I mean, there's nobody on this call right now that hasn't or won't feel that. And it's just a matter of time before you really kind of connect with the products and feel what we're feeling. Because we it just wasn't one day we woke up like this, we stayed like this. It was, we started consuming these products. We started channeling them into our body on a daily basis, getting that result, kind of a synergistic result with dealing with the toxicity, dealing with the nutritional deficiency, dealing with the stress, and dealing with obesity and things like that. And that has transformed our bodies into something higher level, where we can now really experience how good we were meant to feel. Yeah. So the product line, that is a check mark off that list, right? So the company's 100% on point. The product line is 100% on point. Whatever your goal, we're here to support it. I mean, there's not only us here, Lynette and Paul, but there's Karen, there's Patty, there's Carol, there's Holly, you name it. You have a team already built in of support. And the next thing is, now I'm not sure where people are kind of looking at Isagenix, be it just a product opportunity for you to personally transform your health, but if you're looking also on the business side of it, and what I mean by that is, there's a few different ways that you can go about this. You can obviously be a happy customer for yourself, number one. There's also the option of learning how to get your products paid for. You know, sharing with a handful of people that you care about, family, friends, that really kind of transform their bodies and their lives as well, to encourage the bonuses that would eventually then cover your products, right? So now it doesn't come out of your pocket. Now it's literally paying for itself. And then there's also that other category that, you know, several of us on this call have decided to go about that avenue and really take this and run with it and create an economic legacy that transforms not only our financial blueprint, but the financial blueprint of our children, of our future generations. And that's exactly what's been happening on this team in a big way. So when you look at that, okay, is that a possibility within Isagenix? Absolutely. We have millionaire mentors. We have, you know, high six-figure income earners. We have people that have added, you know, 500 or 5,000 a week into their income.
Well, Kathy Coover is one of the co-founders of Isagenix, and one of her main missions is to have the most 6 and 7 figures that come out of Isagenix. So we have over 200 millionaires, thousands of 6-figure earners. So we're doing something right. We're doing something right, and this is something that we want to take this gift and bring it to the world. That's why we're going into the UK. So when, you know, Paul talked about and touched on, when you're evaluating a network marketing company, there's 5 main things. 5 main things when you're looking and evaluating a network marketing company. Paul touched on number 1, the company background. Do they have the infrastructure? Do they have the co-founders, the formulators? Do they have everything to support a company? The answer is yes with Isagenix. Number 2, the product line must be consumable. It has to be. Again, if the product is unique, that's a bonus. If the products cause an emotional reaction, which they do with Isagenix, then that's a home run. Number 3, Paul just touched briefly on the money aspect or the wealth aspect of it, and that is taking a look at the compensation plan seriously, because the compensation plan has to be progressive. And what I mean by that, it has to be from like a 2017 design. There's no more matrix, no more
stair-step
breakaway,
no more unilevels, you know.
So,
these are old model compensation plans that no longer serve people.
So the compensation plan with Isagenix by far is the best in the industry, unlimited income potential. Number 4, when you're evaluating a network marketing company, is the training and support. Does the company provide that? Absolutely. If you go to isagenixbusiness.com, if you look at our team, you know, with Holly and Karen and Patty and Carol and Paul and I, we have a phenomenal, successful team. Plus, there's other teams that we can tap into, cross-line, that we can also gather more information. But isagenixbusiness.com, you can get everything that you need for training and support, plus the events, plus your corporate staff that's available for you. We've got it all. So check. We've got all 4 so far. But what's that last one? The last one is timing.
This could be the most important, especially with the people on this call, being that it has not even launched in the UK at this point. But it's all building up. It's all creating that momentum so that when we do, it's going to be an explosion like you may have never seen before, because it was never available. You know, like most of the time, I don't know about you guys, but in most of my life, I don't come from success. I don't come from money. We're just like normal people. I never was the guy who was at the right place at the right time and hit it big, you know, and then all of a sudden, you know, it was just a nonstop success train. It was more like I was always a day late and $1 short. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never worked out to my benefit. I'm sure other people on this call probably may have been in that certain situation as well, or know people that have. Well, you can put that comment to rest, because this launch in the UK is actually, you're a day ahead and $1 ahead. So this is what's going to be created down the road over the next, 2017 is going to be huge.
We can't guarantee anything. By any stretch of the imagination, we can't guarantee anything. But what we can guarantee is you're going to live and you're going to die. Those are the only 2 things that we can guarantee. But if you want to take a hold of this opportunity going into the UK, you can take a look at what happened with Isagenix in Australia when they opened up and pre-launched in Australia and New Zealand. By far, it exploded in Australia and New Zealand, and actually Isagenix is the #1 network marketing company in those countries. So it's just a matter of, when we talk about timing, that 5th one when you're evaluating a network marketing company. Timing, it is now.
And you have to understand, I mean, there, you know, the Australian example, Australia and New Zealand, there were obviously network marketing companies that have been there for 50 years.
True.
But Isagenix comes in 2010 and then takes it and runs and just opens up that market. But why is this so powerful? Why is that such a powerful example? Because people need this and people want this. And what I mean by that is they need the results that the products provide, and they want the results that the financial product or the wealth creation side of Isagenix can provide as well. So when they saw that and they took it and ran, I mean, it was just a compounded, you know, explosion of success. Now, when we're talking about this industry, everyone has a different goal. Everyone has a different level of success. Everyone has a different idea of what it would mean to really kind of add some happiness to their life. What I mean by that is it $1,000 a month, or, you know, £1,000 a month that you guys want to add into your income? Or is it, you know, 100,000 pounds a month? I mean, really, the idea of success is so different for everyone. Do I just want to pay off my car note, or do I want to really take this and run and change the financial legacy of my family for generations? And everything in between, you know, is possible. So really what it comes down to is we've hit all 5 criteria of a powerful opportunity. And what I mean by that is the opportunity of the company, the products, the comp plan, the training and support, and the timing is all on our side. Now it's just really, what do you guys want to do with it? You know, I think we wanted to come together on this, and we appreciate all of your time on jumping on this call, but we wanted to come together because we wanted to find out, you know, really, or get you to think rather about what is this going to be for you? And
how can we help you?
Yes, how can we help you, and how can we really kind of collectively build on whatever it is that you really want to achieve with Isagenix? How do you see it fitting into your life? Because we don't. I think, Claire, I think you may have started the screen sharing option. So
All right.
That's cute, though.
Oh, there we go. No words. I've done that 100 times before. So.
Well, Paul and I can literally talk a mile a minute and for hours. Yes. But we're going to zip it, but we want to kind of just pass it on maybe to Karen or Patty if you wanted to add anything to this.
No, I wanted you to share a little bit about your story, because it's a pretty good your story from the beginning.
Okay. So I think you know, we'll kind of get into a little bit more detail. So you guys had a general overview of our story. So we kind of came across it randomly by chance, and then, you know, when we started dating, I came across the fact that she had 50 bottles of protein in her cupboards, and you know, I thought that was like a home run for me. So
let's kind of take you back, and this is the honest truth if you just want to hear it. When I was in medical school, and I was a single mama. My son at the time was 18 years old, and he was dating a beautiful girl. They went to high school together. But the girl's mother, she actually worked at Isagenix headquarters. She worked at the corporate office, and she found out that I was in medical school, and she found out that I was a bikini competitor. I was in fitness. I was in health. And she said to my son, "Your mom would be great at Isagenix. I think I'm going to send her some products so I can get her started." Well, that's what she did. She kept sending the products to my house. Every month, she would send what's called the President's Pack, which is this huge value pack, big box. Show up to my house, and I'm like, I don't want this stuff. I'm in medical school. I know my products. I'm a snob. I don't want anything to do with this stuff. So the products kept coming to my house. They would accumulate, and I would hide them in the pantry, hide them in the cupboards. For 2 years, this woman kept sending me products. I didn't want anything to do with Isagenix. I didn't see the vision. I didn't understand what nutritional cleansing did for the body. I didn't understand what I was supposed to do with the products. She just sent them to my house with no instruction. And she never told me about the wealth opportunity. I was a broke medical student living off student loans, and I couldn't even afford groceries. I couldn't afford putting gas in my car. I was, you know, student loans only go so far before you hit more months before the end of the money or whatever. And nothing was adding up right. I was struggling in medical school, studying all day, all night. And I felt like I was doing this hamster wheel. So when I went to the gym one day, that's when Paul and I met. That's when Paul came over to my house, and he found all the Isagenix products in my cupboard in my pantry. So instead of Paul going to work that night, he went to Isagenix.com and started kind of looking at the company. You know?
I did go to work, but I wasn't working. I was looking up Isagenix.
And at the time, it's not there now, but Isagenix.com had a success stories tab at the top. And if you click the success tab, it had millionaires. And you could click on the millionaire tab and you could read all of the stories about how quickly these entrepreneur-minded kind of people were just going crazy with Isagenix. They saw the gift and they ran with it, and they were going millionaire within 2 to 3 years. And whether I believed it or not made no difference, but I did see one person on that list, and I knew him on Facebook, and he never once approached me about Isagenix. He never once approached me about the business. He never once approached me about the products. I just knew him from Facebook. So I messaged him and I said, hey, buddy, you are a millionaire in this Isagenix company. Do you have something to tell me? He goes, yeah, you want to join? I go, yeah. Tell me what this is. I want it now. But the long story is, for 4 to 5 months, he never enrolled Paul and I. Never did. We begged him. We texted him. We called him. We said, we're ready to do this Isagenix thing, but I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get started. And he kept putting us off and putting us off. It took 4 to 5 months. And then finally one day I called that lady, my son's girlfriend's mother who works at corporate. I called her up on the phone and I said, Paul and I are ready to do this Isagenix thing, but I don't know what to do. How do you start?
We didn't know how to sign up. We didn't know anything.
And she goes, hold on. Let me get you on the phone with Jill Bowman. And I said, Jill? Who's Jill? Who's Jill? I didn't even know who she was, but she lived about 30 minutes away from Paul and I. We got on the phone, became amazing business partners with us. She showed us the ropes. She became a millionaire. Isagenix is 26th millionaire.
Wow.
She did it in record time. She is an amazing, beautiful leader. And we just locked arms with her and ran with it. And she just showed us how to do it on social media. She showed us how to take advantage of Facebook. And it became almost like instantaneous almost, because we took advantage of the timing. Not only timing with Isagenix, the timing of it being a health and wellness company, but the timing of social media. And it just exploded very organically, very naturally. And I didn't have any a business background. I had a medical background. So I didn't know anything about getting on social media and posting, because there is a wrong way and a right way. And we'll definitely train you on how to do that effectively on social media. But that's really what happened with Paul and I.
And I think the timing aspect will work to everyone's advantage on this call as well. So yeah. I think that's going to be a huge factor in the success, and whatever levels of success that you decide that Isagenix would be of benefit to you. I think the timing of it is going to be the biggest rewarding factor of that formula. So after that,
we were
sorry, go ahead.
After Paul and Lynette started, and it was shortly after that you weren't paying your PUC, you had no money for groceries, and then you just shot up to the top. I mean, this isn't BS. This is true, because I was there with you guys.
Yeah. Well, that's an important piece of the puzzle Karen's mentioning, because we didn't have any business background. We weren't necessarily entrepreneurial people. I would just consider us normal people that were kind of struggling day to day, figuring out life, right? So when we came on board, it wasn't like all of a sudden we just shot out of the cannon and rocketed to success. It was really we were doing our best for the first 6, 8, 9 months, and really we're trying to learn how to communicate. We're trying to learn how to work this business, what the compensation plan meant to us. Really, it took us that long to understand what we had in our hands. And that was no fault of Jill. That was a fault of us, because we couldn't see the stuff right in front of our face.
Well, I think, if I may speak on this, when someone succeeds in life, it's usually from two motivations, if you will. It's either desperation or inspiration. You'll move and build something, or you'll move and succeed in life because you're motivated to do it by being inspired, or it's in desperation. Now, when I left medical school, it was by my choice. I said, I'm going to take a year off from medical school and really build this Isagenix thing. I didn't know what I was doing, but something pulled me to do it. I took a year off from medical school, but when you take a year off from medical school, or when you leave medical school, so do student loans. So I had no money coming in. Paul got fired 2 weeks later, and that's when our backs were up against the wall, which means that we were in desperate mode. We had no money coming in, no food coming in. Our utilities got shut off. Cell phone got shut off. Internet got shut off. Hot water. It was in the middle of winter. I mean, stuff was happening all at one time. And Paul and I said, you know what? We pulled up our bootstraps and said, we've got Isagenix. It's a business. We still have to build it, but we had something to work with. So that's when we got to work, and we got to work really hard. The first, 6, 7, 8, 9 months in this building of building this business, and Karen saw us from the very beginning, and we had nothing. We lost everything, and then she just saw us grind, and then less than a year, that's when the business exploded. That's when we hit multiple 6 figures, and we were like, holy crap, what's happening? We couldn't stop the momentum. Wow. When you have the timing aspect, when you have a company that's this strong, products that are this amazing, integrity, and the timing of social media, the timing of the health and wellness and launch, man, it's really just a matter of just taking a hold of it and run. And it's literally like ignorance on fire. You really have to know what you're doing, but as long as you're moving in the right direction, good things happen. Good things happen.
That's a beautiful phrase, ignorance on fire, because
that was us.
If we had to know what we're doing to succeed in this business, we would have zero success.
Yeah.
Turns out you can earn as you learn.
Yes.
And that's a beautiful thing, because you don't have to know everything or really anything. Now it's just about plugging people into the system that already exists. And what is that system? The system of not only training from Isagenix that they provide via the podcast, the videos, the tools, right? Mm-hmm. But also the system of the culture, right? So plugging in with Karen and Patty and Carol and Holly and us and the whole team here, really plugging in with what's happening with the culture of Isagenix. So, giving people a flavor of a place where they can be celebrated rather than tolerated, because most of our life we go to a job, a 9 to 5, or more like a 7 to 9 now. Right. I mean, everybody's working majority of their day, all day, every day, and just scraping by. But really, they're not able to work in a place where they're being celebrated. They're not really able to go to a place and feel inspired appreciated and inspired to really continue on. For me, I was a telemarketer. I don't know if there's another term for that where you guys are at, but basically customer service, talking on the phone, selling people really ridiculous products and getting hung up on all day. So, whatever that is, that's what I did. So I didn't have any, the point of that is I went to those jobs where it kind of chipped away at your soul every day, and you were left with like, this is it? This is all we have? So when we found Isagenix, it's funny that she brought that up. Either inspiration or desperation moves people. Because right off the bat, right from that very moment that I discovered those products in her cupboard, and then we looked up Isagenix and what it was, we jumped into Isagenix all in our mindset first with inspiration. We were inspired, right?
True.
And then within a few months, because of our circumstances, because of we didn't really know about business or really how to talk to people, or we didn't have a big network of people. We're not really social butterflies. We're mostly introvert for the majority of our week. But, when she left medical school and I got fired thereafter, then it went from inspiration to desperation. And that really propelled us forward because, life is a funny thing. When you have an empty stomach, it really motivates you to do things. You know what I mean? And you have an empty stomach with an empty wallet, then you're doubly motivated. So I hope that you guys can see that there's something more than just what you've been exposed to right now.
And
I think that's the
with new products, and the amp line is huge. So that hopefully will be in the UK soon, right?
Exactly.
I would hope so, for sure.
We're gonna run out of time. We could go zoom back in for a few more minutes, but we're gonna run out of time in about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I guess if you guys have any questions you want to throw out right now, or we can wrap things up. I mean, it's really up to you guys, but we just want you to know that the timing couldn't be more right. And not only are we encouraging you guys to share with your friends and family, Because right now it's just a matter of getting a spot kind of in the business plan itself. There's no movement of money. There's no movement of product. There's nothing more or less than getting kind of in the system, in the tree, so to speak, and partaking in what could be one of the best compensation plan decisions of your life. And that really depends on what you want out of Isagenix. But regardless, you're going to have a group of people, a team, as you see on this call, that are here to see that your success is a priority.
Yep, you're in business.
They would all be signing up, friends, family, neighbors, you know, if they really understood what could really happen here.
And that's my key point, is it's not really about necessarily, okay, what do you see for it right now, what Isagenix could do, but what do you see Isagenix doing maybe down the road, right? Give it the opportunity to unfold, right? But in the meantime, sharing with your friends and family, sharing with your neighbors, sharing with your work associates, sharing with people in a restaurant or at the gym or you know, at the gathering, whatever you guys do for fun. You know, this is the best time to do it because the timing is right for everybody. There's literally nothing else that would be necessary other than just to share and get them in the system and introduce them to the people on this team, connect them with the people here, and we can really run with it.
We're almost out of time, guys, so we'll do this again, okay?
Awesome, awesome, guys. It was a pleasure to meet everyone. Good to see you, Patty, Karen, here's Carol. Nice
Vanessa,
to meet you,
Gary,
Vanessa, Gary.
Thanks.
Aspens on, players on, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you guys. Let's definitely connect more on Facebook and stay plugged in, and we'll continue on this conversation.
And Paul and I are great for answering questions, guys, for the UK.
Feel free.
Absolutely. Don't hesitate to reach out.
Gary's a personal trainer. Don't hesitate to contact Paul and Lynette. They know everything about the amp line and the...
Check your inbox. There might be some coming your way.
Yes.
Awesome.
Perfect.
All right. Give Noah a kiss. Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.